it seems that it's National Shillelagh Week, because Mike just uploaded his shillelagh video from the bit of wood that I sent him. As that came up on YouTube, I'm out here in the shed making one for my sister-in-law, Helen. And this one, it's something a bit different. What Mike made was your absolutely archetypal, classic Irish shillelagh. It was proper paddy looking. He blacked it and he varnished it, and it was you know, absolutely spot on as a traditional shillelagh. Now this one's for a lady. So, and it's a big bit of wood. That's a lot thicker. Well, it's 2 bits of wood, as you'll see in a minute. It's a lot thicker than what I sent Mike. Now, that's fine for what Mike did, because he did the classic Irish looking fighting stick with all the knobbly bits which you want for the you know, the aggressive effect that they have. This one, however, I don't think Helen is going to be quite so chuffed to be walking around with something that actually looks like a weapon. So I want to use blackthorn. I want to do it shillelagh style because they look lovely and they're strong as anything. But what I'm going to do with this one, I'm not leaving the bark on, basically, and that's very thick. That's actually, that's about 1.5 inches in diameter. So it's all going to get stripped right down. I'll use, where are we? I'll use a combination of spoke shave, planer, where's me sander? Yeah, sander, wherever that is. But this is going to be all stripped right down, nice and smooth. It's not going to look like a shillelagh. It's not going to be all knobbly. It's not going to be black. It's going to be a natural wood colour. It's going to be nice and smooth, and it's going to be a lot narrower than you can see now. I've got a fair bit of material to take off of that. But this is actually 2 pieces of wood. I had this lovely bit of root, and I had this lovely straight, I don't want to say shaft, I had the straight bit. So unfortunately, although this is it's a lovely handle, by the way, it's going to end up actually a fair bit shorter than that, if you know what I mean. It's the piece of wood that this was on was curvy as anything, and I really struggled to straighten it out. I couldn't straighten it out, basically. I'm wondering if, when you're straightening these bits of wood, you need, I was using the, you know, heat gun and vice method, pulling it and heating it up. Just didn't seem to work. But I was doing this with cured, dry, seasoned wood. I wonder actually if you need to do that straightening bit while it's still green. I don't know. But anyway, as a consequence, we've got the handle made out of 1 piece of blackthorn and the stick made out of another. So what I've done here so far, I drilled a 22mm socket into the top of that, and then I turned this, didn't do it on a lathe, I did it with a sander and a file. I've got this down to a 22mm spigot. Pressed the 2 together, clamped it all up, glued it. As you can see, I've got plenty of sawdust. I mixed a load of sawdust into the wood glue as well and put all that in there. That's 3/4 dry now. I'm going to clamp it up again and leave it overnight. But then tomorrow, well, whenever I'm next available, in addition to that, I've got this bit of 8mm studding. So once that's all dried, I'm going to drill 8mm all the way down through there. It will be recessed a bit, and I'll put something decorative on top in the hole, and that'll firm it all up nicely. To be honest, just the wood glue should be fine. It should be absolutely fine. But as an extra bit of strength and an extra bit of weight as well at the important end, we'll drill that studding in there and glue that in place. So that's now going to sit under pressure, clamped up overnight, drying. My next step is to put the bit of studding in, and then hopefully next weekend at some point I'll get a chance to start shaving it all down, sanding it, making it look nice. Suitable for a mother of 4.